Hey everyone, Hectormania here. So, today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing my new Star Wars The Black Series figure, and here it is, the Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe figure. So we can see that this is based off their brand new movie which has just come out this month. For the packaging here, we can see we do in fact get this nice window display showcasing the figure along with the accessories. On the bottom here, we can see we get a bunch of logos, and we can see this is for Plus. We do in fact get this nice blue ribbon going across, which has the name of the movie on. On the side here, we can see we get the Mandalorian and Grogu, and we can see that this is number 1 of the wave. On the top, we get the Star Wars The Black Series logo. On the side here, we get this nice artwork of Mando and Grogu. On the back here, we get another picture in large, and we can see we get the Star Wars The Black Series once more, and we do get a bio as well. So here's the top, and there's the bottom. Like always, before I do any review, I do in fact undo the sellotape so I can just easily get this open. We can see it just opens up with no problem, and you can just take out your figure like so. And inside we do get this little artwork. I think it is of the AT-AT, but I could be wrong. But with that said and done, let's pop this back in like so. And there we go. Here is everything out of the packaging. So let's get straight to it. So the first thing Mando comes with is his silver jetpack, which we can see here. We can even see we do in fact get the heat-seeking missile on top here, and even the little thrusters on the bottom. Next, we get a changeable hand here, so that way he can hold his knife. And speaking of the knife, here it is, and we can see that it is quite small, so it will easily get lost if you drop it. But we can see we do get this nice silver and even a little handle on the bottom there. Next, we do get Grogu himself, so we can see we have the green costume, and we can see Grogu is green just like Yoda. We can see the big ears and black eyes. Oh, nothing like that. Next, we can, for the weapons, we can see that he comes with the little blaster here, which is in this nice chrome color. Even it comes with the holster and handle. Next, we can see that Mando does have a sword, which is quite nicely detailed. We've got the silver chrome here, and we have the handle hilt on the bottom. And then last but not least, Mando does come with his rifle, which we can see we have a scope on the bottom here, and it's mostly in brown and silver. Taking a look at Mando now, I've got to say I really like this figure. So starting off, we can see that he is wearing the Beskar armor, and I love the chrome finish that we have on it because it's nice, shiny and reflective. We can even see it on the helmet and even the armor pieces. So the helmet has come out really well, so we can see we have the thin little visor for the mouth, nose and even the eyes. We've got some slit markings on the back here just to show the detail, and even on the sides, as you can see. On the chest here, we can see we get the plating with these little symbols throughout. We do get this brown strap that wraps around the bandolier, and we can see we do in fact get his bullets here. On the shoulder piece here, we can see we get his crest nicely represented on his shoulder plates. For the legs, we can see we have more straps going across, which has more bullets. We can see we got the gauntlets on the side here, and we do get some nice little details and sculpts. We can see we get the bit of the Scout Trooper's gloves here for the hands, as you can see. And we have the belt here that wraps around, which does have pouches and stuff like that. And I like the fact we do get a holster included with Mando. For the boots themselves, they are more or less just brown. Looking at the back here, for the cape, it's soft goods, which is really good to see. And if you hold it out like so, we can see we get these 3 little holes where we can attach the actual jetpack into. Alright, so for the articulation, Mando can look left and right. He does have a swivel. He can look up that much and look down that much. His arms can do the T-pose, as you can see, with the shoulders, and it does not hinder because the shoulder piece is nice and loose. You can go all the way around. Let's have a look. He does have a single joint at the elbows, but it does have a swivel on the side of the arm there. And obviously you can rotate the hand all the way around. He can do the splits like so. His leg can go out that much and can go back a little bit. He does have a swivel around here. His foot can go up and down and does have ankle pivot. And he can do just above 90 for the knees. For the waist, I think he can go around. Give me a minute. Mine's a little bit stiff, but it does have. It can go. It can't bend up down that much, but it can bend down quite a bit. But it can go side to side, and that's about it. So the articulation is good, but it does lack in some little areas, but not enough to actually put you off this figure. And now it's time to put on the accessories. So first things first, let's do the jetpack, and starting off, let's roll the cape back. So let's see how this goes in. So we're going to need to find the holes and match it up with the jetpack. And it should go in, if I've got it in right. Yes, I have. I think that's about it, which is good. Alright, so let's put this on the side, because I think that will do it better. Alright, yeah, so that's one down. Next, let's do this. So basically all I want to do is move out of the way just so that way I can show you. Okay, I need to move the arms out of the way too. So you can see it just goes down like so. And then last but not least, let's put in the actual little knife. And what you want to do with this is, oh, if it wants to go in, that'd be great. Sorry about that. So you've got to find the little slot on the side here, and it will go in very easily, like so. And basically, your Mando is more or less good to go, like so, and here he is. And finally, the last two accessories, we have his sword in one arm, and then we have his rifle in the other. Now the rifle was fiddly to put in, but I think I finally cracked it, and we can see it does nicely rest in his hands. So overall, the accessories for this figure is really good, and you can get Mando into some incredible photos by using these. Now, one of the things that I love about this deluxe figure is the fact with Grogu here, you can see he is resting on Din Djarin's jetpack, and that is thanks to this little antenna piece on the jetpack itself, and you can see Grogu's hand just about fits there, which helps support the figure. So I love that little attention to detail with this, because now I can get some really good shots with these two iconic heroes. And the last accessory is the actual knife itself. Now you can see that I chose not to display this on Mando, and I just want to show you with the extra hand, and you can see the knife easily slots in like so, and here's what it looks like on the other end. So if you want to, you can display this on your figure, and I like the fact you do get that option, so that way it doesn't give the unfair advantage. And now to finish off, here comes the size comparisons. So up first, here is the brand new Mandalorian and Grogu figure next to the Black Series Phase 2 Clone Trooper from the Attack of the Clones. And here they are side by side. So that's done. Next up, here is the Mandalorian Grogu figure next to his little buddy R4-D4. And I am really happy now I can display R4 with Din Djarin. Next, here is the Mandalorian figure next to the Marvel Legends series, the Marvel Spider-Man 2, this symbiote Spider-Man. And here they are side by side, where we can see that the symbiote is a little bit taller. And then finally, here is the Mando figure next to my channel mascot, which is Spider-Boy. And here they are side by side. Alright, so I guess that just about wraps things up for my review and unboxing on the brand new Star Wars The Black Series Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe figure. Now this figure was a lot of fun to play around with. Now the articulation is good, but it does lack in some little small areas, but not enough to put you off of getting this figure. Obviously, the rifle for me is real pain in the ass to actually get him into the hand, but I can do it, but I will probably choose to have him displayed more or less with his blaster or the actual sword itself, but it's good nonetheless. I love Grogu. I think that's a nice little touch, especially the fact that he can rest on the jetpack, so you can get some really good shots with these two side by side. Now, I would definitely recommend you guys pick this up if you haven't already, but I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until next time, take care. Goodbye.